This is Rebel Glam. Just came outside tonight to do a very important blog. First thing, it's about, I don't know, maybe minutes to 1. But I've been up with my sister. She's having a baby and I don't think the baby's born yet, but she's just gone to the hospital. QEH, don't do no foolishness with my sister. The birth center shut down. These is hard times and she had to end up at y'all. Don't do no foolishness with my sister. She gonna be good though. And I real fussy because there's a baby coming in the family and I personally didn't have to carry it, so like that's a big plus. So it's supposed to be a niece, so I will now finally be an aunt, even though I've been a mother for a while, and I'm totally excited. Like if I had done this blog maybe like 5 minutes ago when she had just left, I probably would be crying because I'm so emotional about this thing. But I just thank you Almighty God for all the blessings, and continue to look out for my sister as you, in the same way you've always looked out for me. I thank you. Outside of that, outside of the excitement of a new family member, well, I mean, she's been here all along, and that's another thing. I mean, my sister's already been a mother for 9 months. She didn't start being a mother now when the baby's born. From the time you get pregnant, your body is mothering that child and nurturing that child. But I ain't here to slam abortion right now, even though anybody who chats with my blog will know that based on my personality I probably wouldn't stand for something like that, which I don't. But I do understand that now that people have made it into an option, like if it's a choice, you know, well, you can keep the child or you could kill it. Know that that's an option. Of course people will choose to kill the child when it doesn't come in an appropriate fashion, but this blog is to scare the shit out of all of y'all young girls that are afraid to tell a man to use a condom, right? No, I don't have no experience with HIV and AIDS, so I can't really give too much of an AIDS scare. But what I can say is this: the first time when you go and get tested for AIDS should not be when you have to get your blood done because you're pregnant. But for a lot of women in Barbados and in the world, that sometimes is because we're afraid to know our status because of the shit we just get and let men do. No. First things first, a condom is not the most reliable thing, but people have to preach that it is because it's all we have. But if you really feel the need to use a condom, not to protect from pregnancy, but because you're not sure about a man, you really don't need to be having sex with him. Furthermore, I will go so far as to say don't have sex with somebody who has not proven that they really and truly do deeply love you. Reason being because sex is always a chance of getting pregnant. So, alright, it's all cool to forget yourself, but why forget you? You understand what I mean? I know that nobody ain't gonna want to hear me, so I ain't really getting on that road too much. But let me talk about having a baby. Let's talk about motion sickness, it too hot, it too cold, your foot hurting you, the eyes hurting you, your hairline hurting you, your fingernail hurting you. I had 2 awesome pregnancies, by the way, and my kids were born so fast, and I had such good births that I've been interviewed about my births. The midwife who birthed my kids, she's been birthing children for over 20 years, and she said I might have been the perfect mother. So I saying all these things, and I had it good. The things that the man telling you annoying you, but he ain't really do nothing wrong, so you don't want to bite off his head, but you feel like it. Your hormones going up and down, you get cramps like if you got your period, you're miserable. Then you get real over happy and you're real excited about this baby and you get overjoyed, but then you start to cry. Then you get afraid because you don't know what sort of mother you're going to be, and you start worrying about all the shit that you allowed yourself to go through that you don't want your kid to go through, but you know they're going to be like you and probably want to do it. Then you want to decide how you're going to raise this child, what you're going to teach this child, and you go through all of these months of thinking and feeling this little person growing inside you. 2 months pregnant, you go and you get your ultrasound, and you see a live person in there swimming around. One of my kids was sleeping when I did the ultrasound, and he kept pushing up his face. That's the boy. And the girl, she was in there kicking like she was crazy. And you know what? They came out the same way. One more lived back, and one always in the action all the time. They have their personality by the time they're born already. Babies are amazing. Babies are small people, and their blueprint is already there. Now of course you can go and cut that blueprint by doing some sort of shit to a child, but at the end of the day, who they are, it's already there. God's already done it. There's already a design. And the reason why I believe in creation is because that there's nothing that has no design. Up to cellular levels, everything on earth is designed. You don't just throw things together and get that. Design is important. Babies are designed already. And who that child is, although you don't know what they look like or who they are yet, they already are somebody. And they already do look like someone. And they already do have personality like someone. And it's very overwhelming as a mother or a parent to think about all the things you're going to have to do. And not to talk about the financial part. No, you won't have a baby, no. My son is one. When I had him, you paid the doctor $2,500 or $2,000. Now, you got to pay the doctor $3,000 if you want to have a baby private. If you want to have a baby on the ward, people just tell you all these horror stories and got you real frightened. But they claim some people don't know how to act. They get in a little pain and they don't act dignified. Okay, imagine this is the most pain you've ever felt in your life. Me personally, when I had both my children, I was praying. They came right out. As soon as I started to pray, that was it. But everybody's not going to be like me or have the same system as me. And some people have real hard births, and you don't know what's going to happen until you get down there. But you can hope that if you had a regular pregnancy all the time, you'll be alright. I had 2 water births. And I can say that the water really helped with buoyancy. But there was a time when I felt like I would run out that water and run from myself. My skin was hurting me. My nerves was hurting me. And on top of that, when you get that baby, you got to feed that baby and you got to go on that baby's time. Plus then you got all these different responsibilities. If you work, you still got to work. I know you got to wash clothes for a child. You got to worry about what the child want to eat. You can't have sex for 6 weeks. You got to worry about how you look. The man still find you attractive. What does he think about you? No, obviously if he doesn't, we can all want to deem him as an asshole. But imagine this man has been going through this emotional roller coaster with you. You look different now. You're acting different. You don't have no patience. And every minute that you have, you're spending with the baby. Of course, he's happy about his child too, if you had a good man in the first place. But it's a lot. So I want to think about the things that I just say before I want to get open and not want to fool in a lot of people that don't care about want to trying to be cool and getting in a lot of fats and skinning out, and got a lot of men that don't know you thinking that they got rights to your body. Sex is sacred and serious. Life and death can come from sex. Life or death. I would also like to take this time to talk about HPV, human papillomavirus, which is basically a virus that can cause warts on the female cervix and can lead to cervical cancer. Nobody don't talk about that. But my gynecologist told me years ago that you can still get HPV even with condom use. So you really have to be careful with these things. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's not so simple as people trying to make it. People try to tell you wrap it up. You can wrap it up and still get cervical cancer from a worthless man from years ago, but he was sexy and you decide to foopy. You understand? And men, you can still get it and pass it on to the mother of your children because of some scabicle that you was dealing with. Or she might not be a scabicle, because nowadays you ain't gotta be a scabicle to be worthless. You know what I mean? Worthlessness is almost normal now. Anyhow, God continues to bless my family. Grateful for my little niece that is coming. And I just want to say, having babies is real friggin' serious. And that's why soon from now I'm going to do a blog on fertility tracking. Because I realize a lot of our young ladies, they don't know a lot about their body, but yet they're giving their body to somebody else. They don't even take time and give it to themselves and get to know it, but yet they're willing to give it away. There's nothing wrong with keeping your foot shut and skinning you out and living your life, and there's nothing more attractive than that neither. So all of one of the little girls that rushing to give it up, we're not gonna get left any past. The best thing a woman could do for herself is not be worthless. Hear me? And decide about her lovers very carefully. Nowadays, nobody like they don't want to believe in marriage anymore. Just because a couple people forgot what marriage was supposed to mean doesn't mean that the essence of what marriage is supposed to be is not good. And if you're gonna do something that I just said, go through all of this shit to have a baby, your hands swell up, your skin get dark, you don't feel pretty even when people telling you look pretty, your foot swell up 3 times its size, so you got pain in your vagina, you got pain in your back, your boxy hurting you can't stool, you don't feel good. If you're gonna go through all of that, you should really be going through all of that with your life partner, somebody who's willing to be there for you in sickness and in health. You understand? You don't need to be doing that with somebody that out with somebody else that you can't call upon. So I want one to be real serious and to really think about the things that I said, right? And as I said again, beaming tonight, you know, cause I just here waiting for this little baby. I told her come on the 1st, which is my birthday. She plays she want her own birthday. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. But you know what? You're too hard ears. You can get licks when you come out. But I still love you. Auntie love you. I'm really excited to see you, sweet girl. One day you're going to watch this video and you're going to understand this video. And I guess it can mean as much to you as it means to me right now. Hey. All alone upon